Should I run my own ads or should I hire an agency for solar leads? Coming up. Hey, welcome back to another solar video on the channel. My name is Ivan, and in this video we're talking about obviously whether or not you should hire an agency. I get this question a lot and I can't answer it in one sentence, so I decided to make a video about it. So here's the thing. A lot of people say, should I buy into your service because we charge $3,000 for it? And a lot of people are like, well, that's a lot of money, you know, I could run some ads myself and then I could come up with some leads. Yeah, good for you. And I'm always a proponent of people try out new things and try and generate their own leads, run solar campaigns, but that's only when and if they have enough information to make informative decisions about what to do when they start to run a campaign. Why am I telling you this? Because in the last 3 years alone, we spent over $25 million in solar ads. We'd have to be idiots not to see patterns. And so we have seen the patterns and we have seen how the algorithms of these social media platforms work. But if you haven't done that already, now I can tell you that the best possible thing you can do for yourself is, first of all, to invest in knowledge. If you want to start running your own solar campaigns, first of all, you should know that it's a full-time job and you should know your role and responsibilities in the company. Whether you want to be a rep, whether you want to be a leader, a manager, whether you want to lead a sales org, what do you want to do? Because that's a full-time gig. Now, if you want to start with lead generation, that's fine. But just know that it's not going to come free. You're going to have to invest time, effort, resources, even if it's not monetary. You'd have to spend so much time digging deep into Google, YouTube, trying to figure out like what other people have done. And nonetheless, you're still gonna have to go out there and try and implement some of the ideas that you learn. What we actually came out with, I just wanted to have a shameless plug because it's been in the works for so long and I'm super excited to announce to you that we're coming out with a special training. It's an entire lead generation course from everything from A to Z on how to generate solar leads through social media using platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube. Everything's gonna be involved. Everything in terms of tracking, how to track KPIs, how to know when the campaign's working, if it's not working, what to do. Everything you could possibly think in and around a lead generation realm, it's there. Okay, and we have a special pre-launch price. You can check it out. The first link in the description below. Anyway, that's that. If you want to become a professional in running solar campaigns, in knowing how to run solar campaigns profitably and being able to do it for yourself, for other companies, and so on and so forth, you're gonna have to invest time, effort, and energy. It is no other way around it. And actually, the reason why I wanted to create this video is because I had a conversation with someone a few weeks ago, and it was interesting because that person was already spending money and he didn't know what to do as far as like whether to hire somebody to generate leads for him or whether to learn everything on their own. You have to know what you're getting yourself into. When you don't want to pay someone else, if you don't have someone else that you can trust, that's fine. You're gonna have to also face the other end of the equation, which is, okay, if I go out there on the battlefield, which is these social media platforms, and I try to make it on my own, I need to know what I'm facing. What you're gonna face is this. Your ad made starts to work because you saw a campaign, you wanted to replicate it, you stole the creative, you stole the headline, you stole everything about it, right? You copied and pasted it, you pretty much launch it as your own campaign, and guess what? It worked! And after 7 days, your campaign goes like this. Then what do? An experienced marketer will be able to find everything that's gone wrong with the campaign, find the holes in the bucket, fill them in, put it back together, relaunch the campaign, get it up and running, achieve the results thereafter, and then that's that. An unexperienced marketer will steal a campaign, put it up on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. They get the results for 7 days, if that, and then the campaign starts to drop, and all of a sudden, it went well until it didn't, and so the campaign just starts to burn money. And in my opinion, you can't stop that. Whether it happens in the first 5 days, whether it happens in the first 2 weeks, I guarantee you it's going to happen. And I tell our clients all the time. When a campaign's performing well, we don't touch the campaign. We try not to mess with it. If the campaign's getting us a higher CPL than what we would expect, then we would go into the campaign and try and fix it so we can get to the desired result. But if we didn't know what we were doing, we'll just stare at it and see our money goes down a drain. Basically, that's the end of that. I don't want you to end up like that. And that's why I'm making this video. So what I can tell you is this. Look, you can start, get educated on the subject, realize that's a full-time gig, start doing it little by little, spend money, whether that's your own or someone else's money, but you're gonna have to spend the money. It doesn't matter what the dynamic is, whether running ads on social media, whether, you know, jiu-jitsu or any type of martial arts, it does not matter. You're gonna have to get your ass beat. Now, with the right methodology, with the right strategy, you're gonna get less beat, but it doesn't mean that you're not gonna get beat at all. What matters is that if you have the right training, if you have the right provide guidance. It means if you get your ass beat, your coach is going to be shouting from the corners saying, hey, fix this, fix that. And then all of a sudden, you're on top of the opponent and you're beating their ass. And that's exactly what happens in any realm of human endeavor. Anyway, I didn't want to make this video longer than it should be. But again, let's do a quick recap. It's a full-time gig. You should realize that. Second of all, get educated enough so you know what to do when the campaign's not performing well, because the time will come when the campaign crashes and burns, and then you need to know what to do in order to fix it. And third, if you decided to run your ads for yourself, you're gonna have to sit down and see if you can allocate a specific amount of money that you can literally burn through, because nothing can come out on the other end. You have to be prepared to face that. Or if that's not a possibility, pay someone else to do it for you. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you want to learn everything about lead generation, if you want to be a pro master, if you don't want to spend all this money, if you don't want to make all these mistakes that we've made, and if you want somebody in your corner that's going to cheer for you, is going to help you every step of the way in your journey in becoming the solar lead generation pro, then check out the first link in the description. Pre-launch price, guarantee you, you're not going to find this anywhere else. The launch date's probably going to be mid-December, and after that, the price will go up tremendously. So check it out, and until next time, take care, and I'll see you again in the next video.